Are you ready for a new year? Are you ready for a good year? Are you ready for a great year? I am. Part of living with chronic illness is having a plan and having the right tools. Having the right tools is one of the secrets to success in anything we do. Today, I'm going to share some tools that can help us live well with our MS or chronic illness. My goal with this channel is to support you to live well with your MS or chronic illness so you can live the happiest and healthiest life ever. Today, I'm going to talk about using tools that can assist us to make life easier, to help us to be more mobile and more able to participate in the things that we love to do. I've been living with MS for at least 17 years now, and I've been diving deep into the research, going to school, taking classes, and talking with experts about the challenges that we face. One of the things that we can do to live better is to use the right tools or mobility aids. And I'm going to put links to all the tools I'm going to talk about today in the description below, so you can check them out too. When we're first diagnosed, often one of the first things we think and fear is, what if I end up in a wheelchair? And this can be a scary thought for sure, but I invite you to change your thinking, change your perspective when it comes to assistive devices and mobility aids. Instead of thinking, I'm confined to a wheelchair, switch it to, I'm liberated by my wheelchair. Instead of thinking, I hate having to use a cane, switch it to, oh, I'm so glad my cane allows me to participate in more activities now. Instead of thinking, oh, I don't like using a rollator, switch it to, my rollator is such a help when I want to go out, and it helps me to save energy and be safe so I can do more. And there are so many tools that we can use to make life easier, less frustrating, and help us conserve our energy. Today, I'm going to share some little tools and some big tools with you. And I have a few that have a special offer or discount just for my viewers. Let's start with the small things that are a big help. The first is this cool little gadget that helps with buttons and zippers. It's the Vive button hook and zipper pull. Many of us have numbness or sensation loss that makes it hard to feel things like buttons or zipper pulls. This handy little gadget has a handle that's easy to hold on to and helps so much with both buttons and zippers. It can help take the frustration out of getting dressed. Next are these neat little magnets for necklaces and bracelets. My left hand has sensation loss, and it's hard for me to put on necklaces and bracelets because I can't feel the details of the clasp. The magnets are super strong, so we don't need to worry about losing our jewelry, and super easy to use. The necklaces and bracelets just snap together. Sometimes the little things can make a big difference and reduce our stress and frustrations. The next gadget is the Able Life Auto Cane. When we have weakness, it can be a challenge to get in and out of the car. It features a comfortable rubber handle that won't slip, and it fits into the door latch of the car. It gives us a place to push off of when we're standing up and getting out of the car, and a place to hold on to when we're getting back into the car so we can safely sit down. It helps us to conserve some energy and be safe. Before we continue with the list, could I ask you to like the video and subscribe? This is a big help to my channel. Thanks. Let's look at a couple of things that can help in the kitchen. I love to cook, and having things to help make it easier allows me to cook more. And this is one of my favorite things in the kitchen. It's the scraper chopper. I use it almost daily. And because of the sensation loss in my left hand, it isn't easy to chop and transfer foods from the cutting board, but I love to cook, so I looked for something that could help. It has a good solid handle to hold on to, and it can be used to chop some foods. It's not a knife blade, but it's good for tofu, peppers, summer squash, or nuts, things that don't need a super sharp blade. I particularly like to use it to scoop foods up and put them into the pan or containers. When I used my hand to pick things up, I found I was often dropping things, and it was really frustrating. It also has a handy ruler on the blade to help make even portions. Next is this amazing chopper. Sometimes we don't have the dexterity to do chopping and slicing. This chopper and slicer is so handy and so quick. It makes quick work out of dicing onions and peppers or making cuts for French fries or carrot or cucumber slices. It does take a bit of strength, so I recommend putting it on a lower surface like a stool or a chair so you can lean over and put your body weight into it. There are 3 books I'm going to recommend as tools to help you have a great year too. The first is The Missing Link by Dr. Gretchen Hawley. Dr. Gretchen is a physical therapist and multiple sclerosis specialist, and I've had her on the channel a few times. I'll put links in the description below if you'd like to check out those videos after this one. She wrote this handy guide to help people with MS. It's full of practical advice and exercises to help us specifically. This book is full of photographs to help guide us to doing the exercise correctly, and it helps us to understand why these types of exercises are an essential part of our healing process and how they can help promote neuroplasticity to help us overcome some of our deficits. Next is Recovering from Multiple Sclerosis, Real-Life Stories of Hope and Inspiration by George Cionic and Karen Law. It includes 12 inspirational stories of people with MS who've halted or reversed some of their MS symptoms by following a program of drug treatment, diet, sunshine, medication, and exercise. It might be just the inspiration you need to help make those diet and lifestyle changes this year to improve your health, possibly reduce symptoms, and perhaps reduce progression. Next is a book by one of my favorite neurologists, Dr. Brandon Bieber, Resilience in the Face of Multiple Sclerosis. I've also had Dr. Bieber on the channel, and I'll put a link below for you to check out if you want to watch that one next too. In the book, he shares the stories of 5 people with MS and how, despite significant adversity, they live fulfilling and productive lives. I was inspired to read how having a purpose in life, investing in relationships, and having a sense of achievement can lead to happiness and well-being. If you're struggling with your symptoms or disability, I highly recommend this book on resilience. Next are not really physical tools, but physical therapists to assist us. Working with a physical therapist that specializes in MS can be incredibly helpful. 2 of my favorites are The Missing Link with Dr. Gretchen Hawley and the MS Gym with Trevor Wicken. Both of these programs are based in science and have helped many people with MS make great improvements. Both of them have free resources on YouTube, their websites, and other social media, which I will link below. And they've both offered a coupon code, especially for my viewers, for their paid programs. The new year is a great time to sign up for training. I'll put links to the discounts in the description too. Let's move on to mobility aids. First are these awesome trekking poles. I like to use trekking poles when I'm hiking for an added bit of stability, or when I'm walking on uneven surfaces, like when I'm walking in the woods. These poles can be adjusted to any height and collapse for easy storage. They come in super fun colors and have multiple interchangeable tips depending on the surface that you'll be walking on. The handles are really comfortable and they have straps to help us keep a good grip on the poles. The additional stability of using poles allows us to be more adventurous and to stay out longer. Mobility aids such as Rollators can help us to stay safe, conserve energy, and help us to get out and socialize more. Some of the more stylish ones out there that people really love are the byAcre Rollators. These ultra lightweight Rollators are not our grandmother's Rollators. They are sleek and stylish, and they come in great colors to suit our unique personalities. They're designed for people, not patients, to help break down the stigma associated with reduced mobility. They are absolutely beautiful and designed to be easy to use. They come fully assembled and are adjustable to any height. These definitely do not look like medical devices in the way that many other Rollators do. I also noticed that on the website, you can order replacement parts if there's wear and tear or if your Rollator becomes damaged. This is something fairly unique. Most Rollator companies that I've seen do not have replacement parts. Another fantastic mobility aid is the Zeen. I love this one because it gives the stability and safety benefits of a wheelchair, but allows us to remain active. Unlike rollators or walkers, it can be a hands-free assistive device, and it allows us to be at bar stool height when we want to be able to be part of the conversation and on level with others. It's battery-free and uses springs to gently lift and lower the chair. You can see my full interview with the physical therapist from Zeen using a link below. I'll also put a link in the description where you can see more information on the Zeen, and if you order using this link, my viewers will receive a free accessory to go with your new Zeen. The next mobility aid is one of my favorites because I am such a geek and I love technology. The Cionic neural sleeve. It is a bionic sleeve worn on the leg that uses functional electrical stimulation with personalized algorithms to deliver the electrical stimulation right where we need it to help with our specific gait. It works on 4 muscle groups to help with all aspects of our stride. When our nerve signals are interrupted to our legs, it can be incredibly draining physically and cognitively. This device can help us conserve energy, reduce cognitive load, and improve our muscle tone. I will leave a link for more information below and a coupon code for $50 off the down payment for my viewers. I'm really looking forward to this year. Having the right tools on hand can help us to live better, happier, and healthier lives. Do you have tools to help you live better with your MS or chronic illness? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from my viewers and the tips that you have to share. To see more on mobility aids to help us live well with MS or chronic illness, watch these videos next. To support this channel, please like and subscribe to my newsletter using the link below. You can also buy me a cup of coffee using the super thanks icon under the video. Thanks so much. Until next time, be well.